Hello, my name is AntGD, and this is my Geometry Dash journey. I've been playing Geometry Dash for about 4 years, and I love the game so much. It is my favorite game of all time, and I've never had more fun playing a game in my life. You could be wondering who I am, because I just came out of nowhere, and I just started this YouTube channel out of nowhere. The reason why I've started this YouTube channel for Geometry Dash is because I'm just so passionate about this game and I want to be part of the community and be recognized. Since this is the first video, I wanted to do something special for it. So I'm deciding to look back on my 4-year journey so you can see what kind of player I am and what I've done in this game. I immediately started the game just like anyone else would, beating all the Rob Top levels. All the Rob Top levels were pretty easy for me, but Club Step was kind of a challenge since it was my first demon. Kiwi 2 and Deadlocked weren't much easier, but of course I did push through and I did beat them all. Beating the Rob Top levels was my first sense of accomplishment in this game. After beating these levels, I had a feeling that I'd be playing this game for a very long time. After the Rob Top levels were done, I played some online levels. I played easy demons such as the Lightning Road, the Nightmare, Platinum Adventure, Problematic, and then after I had enough easy demons done, I went for some medium demons. I went for levels such as Verity by Sir Punch and B by Motley Orc. After having a couple medium demons under my belt, I went for a hard demon. And of course, I had to go for Zobros. And of course, I had to go for 9 Circles by Zobros. I mean, it's just everyone's first hard demon. It's kind of canon at this point. At this point, I realized how much I was progressing at the game, and I loved it. I wanted more skill. So I immediately went for an Insane Demon after I beat my first hard demon. The Insane Demon I beat was none other than Windy Landscape. Windy Landscape wasn't too bad for me. I beat it in about 5,000 attempts-ish, and it was my first time I was really joyful about beating a level, and I jumped out of my chair. And I think I'll always remember beating that level. When I beat Windy Landscape, I didn't just go for more insane demons or hard demons. I immediately went for my first extreme demon. This was a mistake. Cataclysm was by far the hardest thing I've ever done in Geometry Dash at that point that I've beaten it. It took me about 4 weeks and 21,000 attempts, which is absolutely insane for me at that point. It just felt like I would never be able to beat it and it was impossible. The first wave, the shift at 60, everything was just so hard for me. Going from one insane demon to Cataclysm was definitely a big jump for me, but I'm kinda glad I did it because I learned a lot from it. After a lot of pain playing this level, I eventually did complete Cataclysm as my first extreme demon, and it was still one of the happiest experiences I've ever had in this game, and is one of my favorite memories ever playing Geometry Dash. After Cataclysm, I immediately started to go for Accu as my second extreme demon, and this level was so much better, and I actually enjoyed playing it. Accu was also extremely hard for me at the time, but it definitely taught me how to stay determined because this level ended up taking me around 2 months to complete, believe it or not. I love this level when I beat it, and I still love it to this day. When people say it's one of the best beginner extremes, it genuinely is. Just like Cataclysm, Accu ended up pushing me to my limits, but of course, I eventually did end up beating Accu as my second extreme demon. After beating Accu, it was time to beat the level that's every GD player's dream to beat, Bloodbath. Bloodbath was an extremely hard grind for me. It was by far the hardest I had pushed myself in the game at that point. I grinded Bloodbath for about 5 weeks and spent around 25,000 attempts on the level. Bloodbath was my first true taste of how hard this game can get. Beating Bloodbath as my third extreme demon was absolutely insane for how hard it is, and it was absolutely surreal to be able to beat this level. After a devastating fail at 97%, I finally beat Bloodbath, and it was still one of the most happy experiences I've ever had in this game. Bloodbath is amazing, and even after beating so many harder levels, it's still great to say that I've beaten this legendary extreme demon. After I beat Bloodbath, I went on to beat many other extreme demons, such as Aftermath, Hypersonic, and Artificial Ascent as my 6th extreme demon. You might think that Artificial Ascent as my 6th extreme demon is crazy, and it is crazy. I don't know how I did it with only 5 extreme demons completed before, but I did. Beating Artificial Ascent was absolutely surreal since it was such a high jump from Bloodbath. Jumping from Bloodbath to Artificial Ascent was a huge understatement on my part. I thought maybe I could beat this in maybe a month or 2. I honestly didn't think the level was that hard when I first looked at it. I was wrong. This 2.5 minute beast of a level took me almost 30,000 attempts and 3 months to complete. Yeah, safe to say this was by far the hardest I had pushed myself. I don't even know why I decided to jump from Bloodbath to Artificial Ascent. Artificial Ascent at the time was way out of my skill range, and I definitely shouldn't have beaten it at all. Something felt different about Artificial Ascent though. Artificial Ascent made me want to keep grinding, keep getting on, made me excited to play this level. Around halfway through my Artificial Ascent journey, I started to realize how much I loved this level. Every part in this level plays so well, and just the feeling of being able to go through it is so incredible. Something about Artificial Ascent just feels like Geometry Dash. It's the perfect Geometry Dash level, and anyone who's good enough to play this level, I recommend it. Even if it's a jump from Bloodbath or Acu, still, if you really want to do it, go for this level because it is that good. I'm proud to say that after pushing through the challenges and staying determined, I was able to finally beat Artificial Ascent, my favorite level in the game. After finally beating Artificial Ascent, I went for some more extremely hard Extreme Demons. I beat Extreme Demons such as Sakup in Hell, Blade of Justice, and Black Blizzard by Kermal. I found all three of these levels to be actually really fun, including Sakup in Hell. The level's overhated, it's not that bad. Blade of Justice and Black Blizzard are both some of my favorite Extreme Demons in the game to this day, and I had a great time with them too. Now that I've beaten 9 Extreme Demons, you might be thinking, what am I going to do for my 10th one? And because my hardest was Artificial Ascent, you'd think, maybe I'll do a new hardest, but it probably won't be that bad, right? After I beat Black Blizzard, that put me at 9 Extremes and 99 Demons, and I wanted to do something very special for my 100th Demon and 10th Extreme. I decided to go for Yatagarasu, Atrusta, and more. Originally I was going to do Cybernetic Crescent for some reason, but then I decided to go for Yata, which I'm glad that I did instead. I thought that jumping from Bloodbath to Artificial Ascent would be a huge jump, but no, that's nothing compared to Artificial Ascent to Yatagarasu. This level took me so long. These attempts are just from normal mode. I had like another 20k in practice. In terms of time-wise, I actually beat this in under the amount of time that I beat Artificial Ascent, which was crazy. In fact, I actually ended up beating Yatagarasu in about a week, which was crazy for me. I'd say that Yatagarasu is at the point where levels start to get brutally difficult. This level is 3 minutes long of absolutely insane gameplay. I still don't know how I did it. Beating Yatagarasu was just such an accomplishment for me. For the longest time, knowing this game, I wanted to beat it, and this was originally my big goal for the game. Like, this is the level that I wanted to beat in the entirety of my GD playing. But I ended up beating it only about a year into it. Unfortunately though, I did have pretty bad luck on Yatagarasu. I ended up dying to 96%, not once, but 2 times. Yeah, these were by far my worst fails in Geometry Dash, since honestly the last 10% of Yatagarasu really isn't that hard, and I shouldn't have died there, but my nerves just got to me and it was really rough. Having to do these tight gaps for 3 minutes straight was genuinely impossible for me. Although it was really hard for me and pretty painful, I'm still really glad I went for Yatagarasu, and I think that if you have the skill to do it, you definitely should. Through my time playing Yatagarasu, I learned a lot about Geometry Dash and pushing yourself and getting to know what my limits are in this game. And after I beat it in about a week, I found out that I can do some pretty crazy things in this game. Beating this level really grew my passion for Geometry Dash, and it's the reason why I've beaten so many Extreme Demons to this day. I still honestly can't believe that I've beaten this level, and I'll always remember the moment when I beat it, being one of the greatest moments of GD history for me.
People now are like, oh, I guess you always like, no. People who have allergies to cats will always approach a cat and be like,
yes! Oh, I'm being aggressive! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
like, yeah. Same thing people who
Hey guys, editing me here. If you notice my hair's longer, it's because this video is taking weeks to record. Fortunately, I did have to take a pause on editing the video to focus on my midterms, but now the midterms are over, and I'll be fully committed to getting out these videos very fast. I just want to let you know if you guys have any tips or any problems that were on the video that you guys want to mention in the comments, please do so, because I want to be able to make the channel as good as I can. There might be a few little bugs in the beginning, but I promise this channel will get better and better over time. Anyways, yeah, back to the video. After beating Yatagarasu, I decided to take a little bit of a break from pushing myself to beat new hardest about every other month. I decided to do some easier streams. After Vortrox started his 100 Days of Extreme Demons series, I decided to go for some of the extreme demons in it. I beat levels such as the Ultimate Phase,
Yes, dude! Thank you! Oh my god.
Red World,
Is it time to explore your treatment options?
What?
Ask your doctor if Imbruvica is right for you.
NJM tailored our home insurance
just
to
beat
our
this
specific
level
needs.
in like 3 hours.
Seamless.
What? I flew from 69!
and Heartbeat.
Moved twice this year. I moved from a place in my old apartment complex to a new place, but in the same apartment complex because my contract had expired. At the same time, I bought a new house, which is the one I'm living in right now, and me and my wife, we actually became owners of this place. We're not just
Let's
renting.
go!
We bought like a condo that
Let's
overlooks
go!
the beach in this area we live in Busan, and it was really awesome.
GG.
Like my life.
I then decided to go for Stereo Extremeness by Vortrox. It was torture.
He's taking the dub on this. Bro's cooked because there's literally text in the Copyright Act, Section 107, that states I can do what I'm doing. And it's not copyright infringement, so good luck, Manny. But yeah, the Manny Show.
Oh my god! Thank you! Oh,
If you ended up getting
yes!
about my video,
Yes!
jokes,
Yes!
criticism,
Yes!
and jokes.
Yes!
And no,
Yes!
I don't
Yes!
think you're a closeted
Yes!
K-pop.
Oh my god, I beat it! I beat it! I beat it! Oh, I actually beat it
Reviewing
today!
and reacting to your videos because I noticed a lot of people have been making Manny Show videos, and I wanted to understand
my
why
God!
after that video.
Oh my god! What? What? I only died to the M one time! What? Dude, oh my god.
After I beat Stereo Extremeness, I felt unstoppable, and I started beating a ton of other extreme demons. I beat levels such as Digital Descent, Falling Up, Phobos, Necropolix, Dark Odyssey, Conical Depression, Misty Mountains, and Red World Rebirth. After beating all these extreme demons, I decided it was time to go for another new hardest. I decided to go for none other than the legendary level Bloodlust by Novel Boy. For me, Bloodlust is the definition of impossible. I spent 3 months just playing this level over and over to no avail. I felt like I would never be able to beat this level, and this time I really mean it. This level takes Bloodbath and puts it on super ultra mega buff steroids. I'm not kidding, when I was playing this level, I genuinely thought there would be no end to it. Day after day, I would keep playing this level and I would get no new progress on it. I just felt hard stuck. Maybe once every couple weeks I would get a new best. Bloodlust was also in fact the first time I had ever dropped the level. My original plan was to go from Artificial Ascent to Bloodlust, which did not end up happening because the best run I could get was 80 to 100. It was at that point that I realized how much of an insane level Bloodlust is, and I realized that I would need to get way better before I can even attempt to beat it. But about 8 or 9 months after originally going for it, it was time. I'd had like 15 more extreme demons, and I had gotten way better at the game. When I started Bloodlust again, I actually started to make pretty quick progress, getting the full extension done in only like 2 or 3 days. I consider the extension to be much easier than the first part, but it's still pretty hard, so I was pretty impressed with myself. That all came crashing down when I started to learn the first part of Bloodlust. The first 60% of Bloodlust is no joke. I could barely even get like a 20% run on it. I didn't even know how I would get to the extension. Every day I kept getting on, grinding, doing the same thing over and over, and eventually I did get more consistent. My first big run on Bloodlust was 47 to 100, which I was very happy about, considering how long it took me to get. The next goal was to get to Nantar's part, which I ended up doing actually pretty quickly. Little by little, every day I was getting better and better at Bloodlust, until I ended up fluking to 60%. I was so surprised from this fluke, I ended up standing up and jumping into the couch back there. I finally had Bloodlust in 2 runs. It felt like I could actually maybe possibly beat it. Eventually, I got a new best to the extension, where I ended up dying at the wave around 70%. Little did I know that this wave would probably be the hardest part in Bloodlust for me, all because of nerves. In Bloodlust, the nerve control that you have to beat it is absolutely insane. I have terrible nerve control and I just couldn't handle it. I ended up dying 5 or 6 more times to that specific wave, all because of my nerves. The wave isn't even that hard. I was genuinely just so frustrated that I couldn't pass it. Eventually though, I did get past it, and then I fluked all the way to 92%. At the time I was really happy, but I knew in the back of my mind that it was just a fluke run, and that I wouldn't get back to 92% for a very long time. After getting 92, I felt like the end might actually be close. After the next couple days after that, I basically stopped making progress completely. I could barely ever get to the extension anymore, and I kept just mindlessly playing, hoping that I would finally get the lucky attempt to 100%. I did make a little bit of progress in some parts, like getting a run to 100 from Namtar's part. Other than that, I was hard stuck at 92%. Unfortunately, I was getting pretty demotivated from not making much progress, and I was also getting very sick of playing Bloodlust. So I ended up taking about a couple days of break time. In that break, I ended up being an extreme demon called Decay by Kiwi Penguins, which is actually a pretty good level. But after that, I decided that I just needed to push through the boredom and finally complete Bloodlust. After returning to Bloodlust, I was a bit rusty. I repracticed all the parts, and I actually became really consistent out of nowhere. I ended up getting like 3 runs to the extension, which was awesome because that was the most I'd ever gotten in a day. I thought taking a break from Bloodlust would just set me back, but no, it actually made me play much better. And then, it happened. I got the lucky attempt I had been dreaming of ever since I started playing Bloodlust. I got to the extension one final time, and to my surprise, I never died on it again. My nerves were pumping. This felt like life or death. And before I knew it, I was at the final triple spike. I jumped over it, and I landed on the other side. Yes, that is right, I completed Bloodlust by Novel Boy. After beating Bloodlust, I decided to go after some of my bucket list extreme demons. The extremes I beat after were Altered Ascend.
Right, like who am I to question his expertise? But yeah.
Then he asks, what's your hardest? Also something. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Homie pulls out the Sonic Wave.
Yes! Oh my god!
Subsonic.
What the chance the right one is? Bad internet. Is my internet actually selling? I'm confused. My internet is clip farming like 100%. Chat, L internet clip farm, bro. 1 out of 8. Nah, bro, wait, no. It's 1 out of 8 for each portal. So it's like 0. Quadrillion.
Welcome to the GD News, which is a great level by the way.
Oh my god.
Acropolis, which is like, nah.
4 clicks, 3 clicks, bro. All the artists. It's definitely not 3. Whoever said that is a complete liar. Okay, people are saying 4.
No way! No way!
You were completely right. New best on Charter.
No freaking way! Oh my god!
No,
oh my god, I just did that.
I will do 1.
No freaking way.
Down base
is the size comparison of everything in the universe. So I'm clicking the right arrow and you can see how big things actually get. This is literally every video I made in 2021 was me doing size comparison shorts.
Yes! Yes! Oh my god, thank god! Oh. Oh my god, thank god! Oh my god, thank god!
Galaxy, that's
oh my god!
Galaxy, Andromeda.
Thank god!
Gobot. It's like one of the best levels in the game. I mean, like, it just is.
One stream. The worst fail I got was 89%, which means I actually got to avoid having to add a number to pass with the 90% death counter. And then my second time ever passing the shift parts between 40 and 60%, I beat the level.
Yes! Let's go! Let's go!
Oh.
Allegiance, which I couldn't beat for the life of me because I had the worst luck on it. You'll be able to hear in my reaction of Allegiance how bad my luck truly was.
See? Three, 2, 1. Come on. No, I don't want 2 shards. Whatever. All I wanted was a demon. I have a demon key? What? Okay. I did not know I had that.
Yes! You suck! I hate you! You suck! This was the stupidest level I've ever played in my life! Let's go!
As you're right.
Everything's falling apart. Hunter, she's fearless. She has no concern for safety. The wind.
Thank you, bro. Oh my god.
Like
That's just way
that's
too
a great
fun.
amount of height you got.
I should have eaten this about an hour ago.
No, I mean,
Glide, which is my least favorite level in the game, that ending is absolutely stupid, and I don't know why anyone thought it was a good idea to be added to the level.
What? Yes, please.
Echo, which is basically just a balked AQ. I mean, the level was like, okay. It definitely is not nearly as good as AQ.
But they just like are. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but at the last ship there's like invisible random.
No way.
Anyone ever played Mania before? You gotta go on like Homer's Odyssey to de-rust in that game. This game, it takes like 5 minutes. How did I not hit that? Dude, oh my god. I was definitely just like rushing up on the invisible headlock there. That was ridiculous. Maybe they're more lenient than I thought, I don't know. What are they saying on the song? No, we're not going down this road again. We don't know. The answer is we don't know. I have not been this fair. I don't know if I'm gonna go back to it. Guys, what do you—
Delta interface, which is...
Let's go, bro. Let's go. Oh, I did it. I actually did it today. No way. Oh. I really thought I was gonna choke that ending. Jeez, man.
Crowd control.
Thing that every XL level ever does. It's not necessarily the fact that it's bad, it's just super boring. It's more than anything.
Yes.
Or depth to 80 plus.
I then went on a vacation to Florida to go to my cousin's wedding. And during my vacation, Vortrox verified Time Extreme. So I knew I'd have to do that when I got back. Unfortunately, when I got back, I immediately got sick. But even though I was sick, I still obviously played the level, and I beat it about a week. And by the way, I'm actually the 3rd victor of it. Yeah.
Get out of the park too, except it's real life and almost cost someone their life. Almost just killed this guy over this weirdo.
I just beat Time Extreme. What? That was my last attempt. What? Oh my god. 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 Yes. Oh my god. Let's go. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. My throat hurts so bad. I just beat Time Extreme.
After Time Extreme, I went for Rash. Rash is a really good level. My experience was slightly altered from it due to the fact that I was sick. So I didn't really enjoy the level that much, but I do like the level
the structure I had in the thumbnail was like really clickbait, but it was a real structure of the level, but it's nowhere near as hard as it looks. This just kind of reminded me because I had a friend tell me that I'm really good at making like clickbait structures like that. It's just like that structure just really reminded me. It's like it's not a hard jump, but it visually looks really difficult, even though it's just a basic jump. How much longer am I gonna be robot? 90 minutes? Something else? No, why am I— no!
After Rash, I decided to go for another big extreme. I went for Cybernetic Crescent, which I beat in like a week, which was actually pretty cool for me. Yeah, I had really bad luck with Cybernetic Crescent, dying about 3 or 4 times the Heinz part. which is a pretty easy part by the way, and once to the last part, which really made me mad. Of course, I did eventually beat the level. It's actually still one of my favorite completions I've ever done in this game. It's a great level, really.
Yes! Yes! Oh my god! Yes! 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 23,711 attempts.
After Cybernetic, I immediately went for another big extreme. This one was Sunset Sandstorm. I don't know if 2.2 just made this level 5 times harder, but this level is absolutely ridiculous. The beginning is by far the hardest beginning I've ever done in my life, of any level. Literally, if I got to 30%, I would start getting nervous. And I still have the rest of the 70% to go. I mean, yeah, like the level's a lot easier from 30 to 100, but it's still an extreme demon, like it's still really hard. Miraculously, I did end up fluking from 35 in Sunset Sandstorm to 91%. No! The last 10% is extremely easy, but that's how nervous I was. Like, I could not freaking click. I then ended up dying to 91% again, which very much tilted me. Then I died to 93% because I have such good luck in this game. And by the way, in between of all of these big far deaths are hours spent at the beginning just not getting past it. The beginning is absolutely ridiculous in this level. Even though it's probably the hardest mental experience I've ever had in this game, I do love the level and I think it is a really great level. And after a lot of pain playing this level, I did end up completing it.
The story here is this group cut everyone in line at Epcot, and then when people rightfully pointed out that it's disrespectful to do that, this group had the gall to make a big stink about it and get mad at everybody else, which is a load of dirty barnacles. So then one person started filming and then posted this video, which exploded online. Now while the whole group does
After Sunset Sandstorm, I went for another big extreme demon, but this one wasn't as big. I went for Low Death by Creo. I don't have much to say about Low Death, it was a pretty good level. I did end up getting, once again, another devastating fail far in a level. I died to 97%, and I died to a buffer click. If you don't know what a buffer click is, it's basically when you click and hold an input before the input is actually happening to click it at the earliest possible frame when you do get to the input. I hope that made sense. But yeah, me dying to a buffer click was definitely something. But luckily, about 15 minutes later, I did end up completing Low Death by Creo.
Let's go, dude!
After I beat Low Death, I found myself at 40 extreme demons. There was a level I wanted to go for as my new hardest, but I wanted to do it for my 50th extreme demon. So, I decided to do a ton of easy extreme demons to get to 50 extremes quicker. I beat easy extremes such as Broken Signal, which was a good level.
Disturbing. The mother is on trial now, which I imagine is why Zavro wanted to start talking about it since it's now unfolding in court. I don't really want to get into the specifics of the case. Basically, the stepmother shot him in the head and then stuffed his
Forbidden Isle, which I hated.
the middle to soak up as much as possible. Like it's all this like nefarious scene where I'm doing this with my hands, and I just don't understand how it's become so incendiary. Where that's apparently like a really bad thing. My opinion.
Lord have mercy, thank God I hate this level so much.
One that's pandering to any side or catering to anything.
Of course I took it from 69 too. Like, come on, bro.
I sit down for like 30 to 45 minutes on like a topic or like a video that I'm joking around about, and I talk about it. I am legitimately just an average, well, below average height guy who's about to turn 30. I'm not just spitting hot takes out the wazoo here. I'm just being myself. That's all this channel ever.
The Ultimate Demon, which is weirdly a really fun level.
Why does it sound like muscle? Dude, it's the same Nike shirt on that I have right now. Oh my, I'm matching shirts with this dude. Oh, great to know that they have a case of a mentally deranged conspiracy theorist. That's awesome.
I'm climbing. I'm a mountain boy.
Komodo, which I also hated.
When they're shaking each other's hands, popping champagne and going crazy together, I bet. So that's about it. Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Yes! This level sucks so unbelievably bad. Jesus Christ. This level sucks! Thank God. Thank God, dude. Thank God.
The Flawless, which was like, meh.
Plymouth Prowler. It's early 2000s. Gosh, shows what I know about cars. This is early 2000s? That's so embarrassing. What the fuck, man?
Yes, dude,
If
let's
this was
go.
Like the 50s or something, it'd be cool. That's just kind of
Holy crap. Dude, I thought I was dead. I almost died at the end. Jeez,
I wish I
man.
recognized
Roby, which is also a really good level.
I have no nerves. Quite literally, I cannot feel my heart beating. I got very unlucky with this level, and I freaking love this game. It's so good.
Snowdrift, which is pretty good.
Wow. Wow. Jeez. I did not think I was going to do that second try. Wow. Let's go.
Prismatic, which is just boring.
With all the redactions, but anyway, I've got it in working
There's
order.
no
I don't want
freaking
anyone.
way.
Sniff that one out pretty quickly. You don't need to be, part of the Scooby-Doo mystery.
I was so scared I was going to die last clip. Jesus Christ. Wow.
She immediately.
Final Extreme Demon before going for my new hardest was The Lost Existence by Jonathan GD. But yeah, The Lost Existence is an absolutely fantastic level, and it's actually one of my favorite Extreme Demons to this day.
Oh my god! Oh my god, 786 clicks! What the frick? I just flicked after 66! I flicked the... Oh my god, my heart! I flicked the ball, I flicked the robot, I flicked the spider! Oh my god! Oh my god, my heart! Oh my god. 162 plus 306. 468 attempts. What the frick?
After beating The Lost Existence, it would be time to go for a new hardest Extreme Demon, which would be none other than Rust by Nageju. Rust. Where do I begin with Rust? This level is amazing. It's incredible. It's outstanding. It's fantastic. Need I say more? At the time that I was playing it, this level actually dethroned Artificial Ascent as my favorite Extreme Demon in the game, which just shows how amazing it is. I know everyone says it's great, but it really is. Learning this level was pretty challenging, but I did get it done, and my first goal was to get 70 to 100. I was able to get 70 to 100 on the first day, since this part of the level really isn't that bad. Well, in practice at least. From zero, this part is one of the hardest parts of any level I've ever done, all because of nerve control. It was at this point that I learned a new strategy of getting consistent at the end of levels, which is just every time I start practicing a level, I always force myself to do a specific run to the end to get good at it. For Rust, it was always 70 to 100. Every session I had, I would always do a 70 to 100 to start it off. It actually helped a lot, and it got me more consistent at it. I'm also doing that strategy with the level I'm playing now. Getting good at the rest of the level would be a lot harder, but I eventually did get pretty good at it. And at some point, I ended up getting a run from, I think it was like around 45 to 100, which is really good for me at the time. I was pretty surprised, considering I was only about a week into the grind. There were 3 major choke points in this level that were the reason why I had so much trouble getting progress after that. The choke points were the 40% wave, the stupid double click at like 55, and the 77% click. All 3 of these things were like the hardest hurdles for me, and I could just not do it in any runs. When I started the grind level from 0%, I was making pretty consistent progress, getting a new best every couple days. My new best consisted of 32%, 39%, 55% dying to the double click choke point, 77% dying to that choke point too, and then 88%. 88% is one of the hardest things I've ever done in any level in Geometry Dash. It's not that bad when you're practicing it, but the nerves get to you so bad that it's genuinely almost impossible to do from 0. I think I died to this about 4 or 5 times, which just really frustrated me because I knew I could beat the level as long as I just got past it. Eventually I kept getting better and better progress, getting a run from 18 to 100, and getting more and more attempts to the ending. I think in total I had about probably like 10 to 15 deaths at the ending. I don't really remember that well, but it wasn't too bad. And then one day out of nowhere, I beat it. I beat Rust. Still probably like my second favorite Extreme Demon in the game. And honestly, just a great level to have as the hardest, which is still my hardest. But yeah, this was an extra special one for me. When I was first starting to get into Extreme Demons, Rust looked like such a cool level to me, but it looked impossible. I remember I used to watch Aeon Air's like 10 videos on Rust, and I just thought it was the coolest looking thing ever. It just felt like a dream to me to actually have beaten this level. And even now, about 7 months after beating it, I still can't believe I've beaten that level. It's literally impossible. Rust will always be a masterpiece to me, and to anyone in the skill range to beat it, definitely go for it. You won't regret it. But yeah, I present to you my completion of Rust, my hardest level in Geometry Dash.
I beat Ross! What? What? Yes! Yes!
Until I hit a backflip and I steal your girl. They say
yes!
But how I get my dough. You better hide your coins and don't overdo the glow. You call yourself a pro, but you play on your phone. I spray bars on your girl. That's why they call me cologne.
After I beat Rust, I decided to go for quantum processing. Quantum processing was really easy, and I beat it in like 2 or 3 days. And yeah, that's about it for quantum processing.
That is so funny. How do you accidentally say that you're loading a dishwasher? That has to say. It's too funny. No geometry. really funny is your whole you're walking out loud.
Of course. Of course, this is the attempt. I beat quantum processing. Wow, that was quick. That was right after I got 14 to 100. That is hilarious. Oh my god, my heart fluked it from 75. Let's go. I didn't die to the end.
Also, the reason why I was hysterically laughing at the end was because I was getting spam called by a ton of people. For some reason, I thought it was really funny that I was being spam called the attempt I beat it. But anyways, after quantum processing, I went for innards. Innards really isn't that hard of an extreme, but it's definitely not beginner tier. I'd probably call it like intermediate tier, like medium-ish extreme. And I ended up beating it in a day. It took me like 3 hours to beat, which was like the hardest level I had beaten in a day by far at that point.
Should I tell you guys about the booze I don't think I don't want to have it so it was a good call. Like if I admit here what they're looking for before, that's used as a
What? I did not just do that. Wait, that did not just happen. Oh, what? Oh, I wasn't nervous until about 80-something%. Because I just wasn't paying attention. I did not think that would happen. I just beat innards in a day.
I think you can tell how surprised I was that I was able to beat it in a day and by fluking it too. After innards, I went for Stalemate Redux. Stalemate Redux is a pretty good level. I mean, it's not the best, but like, it's good. The UFO at the drop is ridiculously hard, but other than that, it's not that bad.
Yes! Yes! Huh? Yeah, I won't. Oh my god.
After Stalemate Redux, it was time to do a big extreme again. And over a year later, after originally beating the first out of 3 levels in the RGB trilogy, I went for the second. I went for Erebus by Bold Step. Erebus is surprisingly an extremely fun and satisfying level to beat. I really love the pre-drop, and I also really like the song too. I realize that might not be a popular opinion, but I just really like the level. What can I say? I beat Erebus fairly quickly. It took me about a week, I'd say. And luckily, I did not die to the final jump.
I think it's amazing. I just think it's good. I would say this is like lower. I think it's not as good as Canal. I don't think it's like Cartel. I think it's honestly, I kind of feel like it's easier. Like now that I think more about it, it's just not amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna die here.
I just beat it. Oh my god, I just beat Erebus. Holy crap. Holy crap, I just beat Erebus. Oh my god. Holy crap. Oh, that came out of nowhere. Oh. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, that came out of nowhere. What?
After beating Erebus, I immediately went for Erebus by Platinum, which took me about an hour. There's nothing much to say about it other than it's an easier, worse version of Erebus. And it was also the second extreme I had beaten under 1,000
I don't
attempts.
think he cheated, but we'll never fully know. No one will ever fully know because there's no way it will ever be proven.
No way. Last attempt. Holy crap, dude. I flipped the ship. The ship's impossible. I flipped it. What is it with me getting fluke runs on Erebus, dude?
After the Erebuses, I went for a newly rated Extreme Demon, one that was verified years and years ago but never got rated until recently, which was Wacropolix. Wacropolix is weirdly a kind of fun level. Even though it's one of the worst experiences I've had with the level personally, for some reason I could not do this level at all. It just felt like I was hard stuck on the level even though I wasn't. It literally only took me like 2 days to beat. But yeah, this level was literal torture to play. And it's so badly unbalanced. Like, I just wish those wave parts weren't so hard. But yeah, after a lot of misery, I beat Wacropolix.
So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this because I think this is one of the rare cases of a huge YouTuber making a massive blunder like this, where you would step on like actual rules and potentially laws all over some internet beef. So Yeah, I just had to
It's
talk
over.
about this a little bit.
It's over. I did it. Oh my god. Take a screenshot. It's over.
After Lacrosse, it was time for another big one. And this big one would be a big one. And this big level was indeed Necromancer by TGI. Necromancer is one of the most hated extreme demons I've beaten. By everyone. Everyone that I've seen play this level says that it's terrible. Except Aeon Air. The question is, who do I agree with? Every other player in Jump Dash or Aeon? And I agree with Aeon. The level is so fire. I don't know why, but I love Necromancer. I think it's such a good level. It's so fun. The only thing that's bad in it is like that 85% late orb timing. Literally everything else is so satisfying and very fun. Yes, the second half is a lot harder, but honestly, I really don't care about that. It was still really fun. And yeah, this level took me a while. It took me about 2 weeks, probably. And I'd say it's probably slightly, very slightly harder than Sunset Sandstorm. Making it probably like my 4th hardest at the time. Of course I died at the end a lot, but I wasn't that surprised by it because of how hard the end is in Necromancer. One random night in the summer, around 1 AM, I was ready to go to bed. I decided that, I thought in my head that the attempt that I was playing would be my last attempt. And luckily, some miracle, I ended up beating it on that attempt.
Yes! Oh! Last attempt! Last attempt! Oh! Yes! 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 Oh, I can't be loud. I really don't want to wake up my family. It's 1 AM. That was my last attempt. I turned off the volume for that and everything. I beat it! Oh, I beat it! Last attempt! Last freaking attempt! I actually did it, dude. I actually did it, dude.
After Necromancer, I went for Deception Dive, which is obviously a very unbalanced level, but I didn't hate it, I just thought it was okay. Thank you. After Deception Dive, I went for Astral Divinity. This level, I wish I could say it's good. See, the decoration in this level is by far the best decoration I've ever seen in any level that I've beaten. But the gameplay, it's so bad. I genuinely couldn't stand playing this level. I beat Astral Divinity in about 5 days, so it wasn't too bad. But unfortunately, I got very unlucky and my recording software bugged out and it only recorded my audio. For my completion of this level, I ended up recording me doing a 52, I think, run to 100. When I show the completion, the gameplay you see is fake, but the reaction is real for my real completion.
While others love it, I guess we're gonna see what I thought too. If there's one thing I think we can all agree on, it's that this part is iconic. This level absolutely nails it.
Yes!
All of the gameplay perfectly, but once I got there,
Oh my god, this level sucks.
After Astral Divinity, I went for Devil Vortex. Honestly, I don't remember much from my Devil Vortex grind, but I remember I liked the level. I thought it was pretty good. And that's pretty much it. I mean, that stupid frame perfect at like 88 was annoying, but I only died to it like 2 times, I think, so I wasn't that annoyed with it. And also that wave spam at like 50% is ridiculous, but somehow I was able to do it, so. I mean, I kind of felt cool doing it, so I wasn't really complaining, honestly. After playing the level for about 4 days, I decided that I would do one more attempt before I head to the gym. And once again, on that last attempt, I did end up beating Devil Vortex, which made it the 2nd time I had beaten the level on the last attempt. I'll lay the clip.
Yes! Yes! Oh! Yes! Oh, thank God.
After Devil Vortex was completed, it was time to do another big Extreme Demon. This one was even bigger than my last big Extreme Demon. This one would be a famous level, a really famous level. This one would be Sonic Wave by Cyclic. Sonic Wave actually wasn't that bad for me, and I did beat it in around, I think it was a week and a half-ish. I think I only died to the last wave about once or twice, I think. And I actually had an overall really good experience with Sonic Wave. The RGB is probably my favorite series of levels in Geometry Dash. I think all 3 levels are absolutely perfection, and I enjoy playing all 3 of them a lot. But yeah, there wasn't much special with my time with Sonic Wave. I basically just grinded it out like any other level, and then one day, I beat it. I beat it on the last day I had before I went for vacation too, which is pretty cool. Fun fact, my profile picture is actually when I beat Sonic Wave. Sonic Wave is one of my favorite memories in Geometry Dash. Beating that level just felt so awesome, and being able to finally have the RGB trilogy completed, it just felt unreal. But yeah, Sonic Wave, cool level.
My favorite Extreme Demon in the game for the longest time. I'm definitely over that at this point, but that doesn't mean I dislike it. It's still one of the most enjoyable levels in the game for me, and it all looks really good on top of it. And Lex's Wave is terrible though, I'll admit. In 2022, this was the first actually difficult level I beat.
I just beat Sonic Wave! 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 I just beat the RGB! Okay. Oh my God. I just beat Sonic Wave!
After Sonic Wave, I decided to go for another big extreme. Why not? The next one I went for would be a struggle for me. A big struggle. I went for EXO by Kamal. EXO was just really hard for me. 3 minutes of really hard gameplay kind of remind me of another level I had beaten in the past. This time, although it is considered to be easier, I considered it harder, and I actually ended up stopping playing Geometry Dash for about a month because I just lost all motivation for the game because of this level. I seriously couldn't beat EXO at all. I don't know what it is about it. I've beaten harder levels, like a lot of harder levels, but this level, it just felt different. Maybe it's just because my sync is terrible, but I really could not do the sync parts at all. EXO just felt like one of those levels where it was just all luck. Like, as long as I could just get lucky, I'd be able to beat it. After coming back to EXO, I picked up where I left off pretty quickly. I got farther and farther, and I ended up dying to the end a lot. The nerve control in this level that I needed to have was just not what I was able to give. And unfortunately, I let the nerves get to me multiple times, including a death at 92%. If you didn't know this, the last 10% in EXO is absolutely free. Like, you should never die to that. And of course, I had to die to it because of nerves. After getting 92%, I ended up beating it later that day, so it wasn't that bad. But still, it was a pretty bad punch in the gut. EXO was another one of those bucket list extreme demons I had, so to have this done, it felt pretty good.
Oh my God, Dad, I beat it.
Oh, that was so hard. I knew it. I couldn't get early. Oh my gosh, I'm shitting myself. I'm actually shitting myself.
After EXO, I decided to just knock out the other 2 versions of Sonic Wave, which are Sonic Wave Rebirth and Auditory Breaker.
Oh my God. Yes! Let's go! Let's go! I verified thinking space too!
I have been freed from Sonic Wave levels.
You beat it?
For a while I was gonna do generic Wave 2, but then I decided not to because I didn't want to sit through Sonic Wave again. For some reason, even though the Sonic Wave Rebirth is basically the same gameplay and just different decoration, I hated it. I don't know what the difference was, but I just could not stand Sonic Wave Rebirth at all. Sonic Wave Rebirth was another level that made me quit the game for about a month. I not only quit the game, but when I came back to the game, I just didn't play Sonic Wave Rebirth. I didn't want to touch it. I ended up playing some other stuff, but eventually I found my way back to the level because I can't stand not having things complete that I've started. Like, if I start something, I need to finish it. After a couple of deaths to the last wave, I beat Sonic Wave Rebirth. After having the Sonic Wave levels done, I decided to go for another easy Extreme Demon, and I ended up being Fallen Horizon, which is a pretty good Extreme Demon. I highly recommend it. But yeah, nothing much to say other than I got really unlucky in this level, and I beat it in a day. And that right there has been my Geometry Dash journey so far. Obviously I've done more things in this game, but I wanted to go over the big stuff like the Extreme Demons and like my original progression in the game. Obviously if I went over everything, this would be an extremely long video and no one wants to hear literally everything I've done in this game. I'm currently sitting at 66 Extreme Demons and 249 demons in general. Well, you might be wondering, what am I doing right now? Well, I am currently going for a new hardest Extreme Demon. Once again. You see, originally I intended on doing Zodiac as new hardest because, you know, it's a pretty natural progression from Rust. But no, I decided I wanted to actually challenge myself. Do a level that I know would take me over 30,000 attempts. Play a level that I know would take me at least 4 months. I decided to go for a main list, my first ever main list ever, Tartarus. My current progress on Tartarus is a good 47 to 100 run and 33%. I'll be streaming Tartarus a lot in the future, so come to the streams, man, like, don't miss out. What I want to do in this channel is make really good content videos about just anything in Geometry Dash and also focus on Extreme Demons that I beat, star grinding, or really just doing anything with the game. I really just want to make as much content as I can for you guys with this game, and I just want to do great things in this game. My Geometry Dash journey has been amazing so far, and it's not even close to being over. Thank you for watching my video on my Geometry Dash journey so far, and I hope you have a good day. Bye!